My greetings to everyone. I am Professor Dr. Namita Rajput, Professor in Department of Commerce, Sri Aurobindo College, University of Delhi. In the ongoing series of Principles of Marketing, today we have a very important topic called Marketing Environment. The marketing environment refers to the external factors and the forces that affect a company's ability to develop and maintain a successful relationships with its target customers. Now, these factors can include both controllable elements such as company's own actions, company's own policies, decision making, etc., as well as some uncontrollable elements like the environment which is outside the environment of the firm, like economic conditions, technological advancements, social and cultural trends, political and legal factors, and the competitive forces. As far as the internal factors are concerned, which are controllable, the company has a control over these actions. Whereas if you talk about the uncontrollable elements, it is beyond the company's domain to control any of these forces. Now, when you talk about these factors, they can include both the controllable element, that is, we have already talked about the internal actions, and the uncontrollable factors. Now, the marketing environment is typically divided into two categories. The first is your micro environment and the second is your macro environment. So let us have a look on what are these factors and how they are going to influence the customers. The first is your micro environment. Now this includes the factors that are very close to the company and directly impact its ability to serve its customers, like suppliers, customers, competitors, and other stakeholders in the industry. Understanding and analyzing the market environment is very crucial and critical for the business as it helps them identifying the opportunities, threats, adapt to changes, and develop the effective marketing strategies to meet the needs of their target customers. By staying attuned to the marketing environment, the companies can better position themselves to succeed in the marketplace. The market environment can be defined as the external factors and the forces that affect a company's ability to create the value for and build the relationship with its customers. Now, these factors include both the controllable as well as the uncontrollable factors. The marketing environment is a very crucial consideration for the business as it influences their strategies, operations, and overall success in the marketplace. Understanding and adapting to the dynamics of the marketing environment is definitely very essential for the business to effectively address the customer's needs, the priorities, the preferences, and identify the opportunities and mitigate the risk. Let us now do the definitional aspect of the marketing environment. There are several famous authors and the marketing experts who have provided their own definitions of the marketing environment. So let us discuss few notable. The first is the Philip Kotler, who is called as the father of marketing. Now, what he has to say about the marketing environment? Philip Kotler says that often regarded as the father of the modern marketing, has emphasized the significance of the marketing environment in his work. He defines the marketing environment as the actors and the forces which are outside the marketing that affects the marketing management, ability to build and maintain the successful relationships with the target customers. According to McCarthy, which is known for developing the 4 P's of marketing framework, has also acknowledged the role of the marketing environment. Now he defines that the marketing environment as all of the actors and the forces affecting the company's ability to transact the business effectively with its target market. Now, there is a very important author which is called as the Michael Porter. He is a renowned author for his work in competitive strategy. The Michael Porter has highlighted the impact of external forces on the business. He views the marketing environment as a critical factor by stating that the essence of strategy is choosing what not to do, and emphasizes the importance of understanding the broader environment in which a company operates. Let us now do the characteristics of the marketing environment. The complexity. The marketing environment is multifaceted and intricate, comprising a wide range of interrelated factors including economic, social, cultural, technological, legal and competitive elements. This complexity demands a comprehensive understanding of the various external forces that can affect a company's marketing efforts. The next is your dynamics. The marketing environment is constantly evolving, driven by the changes in the consumer preferences, technological advancements, economic conditions, and the competitive dynamics. As a result, the business must continuously monitor and adapt to these ever-changing changes to remain competitive and, of course, be relevant. Then we talk about uncertainty. The marketing environment is inherently uncertain as it is influenced by the factors that are often beyond a company's control. Economic fluctuations, changes in consumer behavior, and unexpected competitive actions can create uncertainty for the business, necessitating the need for flexibility and adaptability in their marketing strategies. When you talk about interdependence, the elements within the marketing environment are interconnected and interdependent. Changes in the one aspect of the environment can have a ripple effect across the other areas, influencing a company's marketing activities and the performance. And you talk about diversity. The marketing environment encompasses a diverse array of factors, including the demographic variations, the cultural differences, and the technological diversity. This diversity necessitates a tailored approach to marketing that considers the unique characteristics of the different market segments and the regions, the opportunities and threats. The marketing environment presents both opportunities and the threat to the business. By understanding and responding to the environmental factors, the companies can capitalize on opportunities and mitigate the potential risk that may impact their operations. Now, understanding these characteristics is very essential for the business to effectively navigate the marketing environment, identify the opportunities, and develop the marketing strategies that align with the dynamic and the complex nature of the marketplace. Let us now talk about that what is the importance of studying, understanding, and have a deep knowledge of marketing environment. The marketing environment is very important concept a very crucial concept, a very critical concept in the field of marketing and the business. It refers to the external factors and the forces that affect an organization's ability to develop and maintain the successful relationships with its target customers. Understanding the marketing environment is very essential for the business to effectively adapt their strategies and the tactics to the ever-changing conditions in which they operate. So, here are some important reasons which we are now going to discuss that why the understanding of the marketing environment is important. Like the first and the foremost we discuss is identifying the opportunities and the threats. By analyzing the marketing environment, the business can identify the opportunities for growth and the expansion, as well as the potential threats to their success. Now, this includes understanding the market trends, changes in consumer behavior, technological advancement, and the competitive actions. Now, it is also very important to understand the marketing environment is to see the adapting to change. The marketing environment is dynamic and constantly changing, evolving. Now, the business needs to stay abreast of the changes in the environment to adapt their marketing strategies and the tactics accordingly. For example, shifts in consumer preferences, advancement in technology can necessitate the changes in the product offerings or communication channels. Understanding the customer needs. The marketing environment also helps the business understand the needs, preferences, and the behavior of their target customers. Now, by understanding the external factors that influence the consumer decision making, the business can tailor their products, services, and the marketing efforts to better meet the customer needs. Next most important aspect is your competitive advantage. A thorough understanding of the marketing environment can provide the business with a competitive advantage. By monitoring the competitors, industry trends, the market conditions, the organizations can identify the vital gaps in the market, differentiate their offerings in terms of what they offer in the market, and also position themselves definitely more effectively against the rivals. The next important aspect why we study environment is the regulatory and the legal compliance. The marketing environment includes the regulatory and the legal factors that can impact the business. Understanding these factors is very crucial for ensuring the compliance with laws and regulations, as well as for anticipating and mitigating the potential legal risk. Next we talk about is a strategic planning. The marketing environment informs the strategic planning processes by providing a deep insights into the external factors that can influence the success of marketing initiatives. By considering the external environment, the business can develop more informed and effective strategies which are very pertinent. The next is your risk management. By understanding the marketing environment, the business can better assess and of course manage the risk. Now this includes the risk associated with the changes in the consumer behavior, economic conditions, technological disruptions, and other external factors. The marketing environment is of paramount importance for the business as it provides the valuable insights into the external forces that can impact their operations, strategies and performance. By monitoring and understanding the marketing environment, the business can make informed decisions, adapt to the vital and the deep changes, the dynamic changes, and also capitalize on the opportunities to achieve the sustainable growth as well as the success. Now, when you talk about the factors affecting the marketing environment, there are some controllable factors and there are some uncontrollable marketing environmental factors. The study of these are pertinent to formulate a right strategy for a businessman. The first and the foremost what we are going to discuss is the controllable environmental factors. Now we will be discussing about the features, the important merits, demerits, etc. So let us first understand what these factors are all about. The controllable factors are those that are within the control of the organization. Now these factors include the marketing mix elements, which are known as the 4 P's, that is the product, price, place and promotion. The organizations can directly influence and modify these factors based on their marketing strategies and objectives. Now, they have their own merits and they have their own demerits. And of course, it is very important to have a deep insight relating to the characteristics, merits as well as demerits of the environmental controllable factors. The first is your flexibility. The organizations have the flexibility to adjust the controllable factors to align with the changing market conditions and the consumer preferences. Next we have is a strategic control. By managing controlling factors, organizations can exert greater control over their marketing efforts and the outcomes. The controllable environmental factors is the differentiation. The controllable factors allow the organizations to differentiate their products, the services what they are offering, and the market initiatives from those of your competitors. Now let us now talk about what are the demerits of the controllable factors. The limitations is that the controllable factors provide flexibility. There are some limitations to the extent to which they can be modified, particularly in response to the uncontrollable factors, like the response intensive. Effectively managing the controllable factors requires substantial resources, which include the time, money, and the expertise. Next is your potential for mistakes. The poor decisions regarding the controllable factors can result in wasting of the resources, and of course, the most important is your missed opportunities. So these factors have to be really important and need to be considered in a right perspective and in the right domain. Now, on the other pretext, there are some uncontrollable environmental factors, and it is equally important for the marketer to have a deep understanding about the features, merits and demerits relating to the uncontrollable environmental factors. The uncontrollable factors are those external to the organization that cannot be directly controlled or influenced. Now, these factors include the macro environmental forces like economic conditions, technological advancements, social and the cultural trends, political and the legal factors, and the competitive actions. Now we have to be very pertinent in this regard that the organizations or the marketer must adapt to these vital strategies and the operations to to accommodate these external factors. Now, let us talk about some merits and demerits relating to uncontrollable environmental factors. The first is your awareness. Understanding the uncontrollable factors allow the organizations to anticipate and prepare for the changes in the market and industry. Adapting to the uncontrollable factors can lead to resilience and long-term sustainability in face of the challenges. Now, there are some uncontrollable factors like market insights. Uncontrollable factors provide valuable insights into the consumer behavior, market trends, and the competitive dynamics. Now, there are some demerits also relating to this. The first is your lack of control. The organizations have a limited control over uncontrollable factors, which can make it challenging to predict and manage their impacts. Next is your vulnerability. The changes in the uncontrollable factors can create vulnerability and risk for organizations, requiring the proactive risk management strategies. The demerits. It is complex. Managing uncontrollable factors adds complexity to strategic planning and operational decision making, as the organizations must navigate a dynamic and multifaceted external environment. So at the end, we can say that controllable factors offer a flexibility, the strategic control, but also come with a limitation with resource requirement. Uncontrollable factors, on the other hand, provide awareness and the market insight, but also poses some challenges to the lack of control and complexity. So successful organizations effectively manage both controllable and uncontrollable factors to achieve their marketing objectives in a dynamic and the competitive environments. Thank you so much.